Hello, it's me again, Brother Daviel, and I'm here because I was healed from fear. If you remember, a few months ago, Dad prophesied to me and said that he had a dream that somebody was getting ready to deploy and was in a leadership position, and he also declared over me that I will not be deploying. I got here to Fort Cavazos in January. Well, I reported to my unit in January of this year, 2024. My unit was getting ready to head out the door. I was fighting multiple battles with medical, everything like that, hoping to not deploy. And I remember talking with Dad, and I remember him telling me, man of God, stay on the prophetic word that I gave you, that you will not be deploying. Long story short, we have to go through a process called the Soldier Readiness Program, basically a pre-deployment program where we have to go through all these different stations, et cetera, et cetera. Needless to say, one day I finally decided, I'm gonna go through this process. I'm gonna just go through it because they was trying to push me out the door, like regardless of anything I had going on, they was trying to push me out the door. Well, I went through the process, and long story short, I made it to one department, and the man told me himself, he said, listen, I can make you non-deployable just for your eyes alone. I can make you non-deployable because you have to get the other side done. And I began to think, and I was like, sir, you can make me non-deployable, whatever you. So he wrote on the paper, non-deployable. Lastly, I remember Dad telling me the actual dream where he said that he saw in the dream where he stood in front of a desk of a lady, and she gave the stamp, and she told me I was non-deployed, I wouldn't be deploying. I skipped every other station that I had to go to, and I went to a lady sitting behind a desk. And she literally looked at the paper, and she said, and looked at all my other medical history, all my other medical records, everything that I had going on. And she literally said, sir, you are non-deployable and you will not be going anywhere. And I give God praise because I stayed on that prophetic word that was spoken over my life, and I am non-deployable and I will not be leaving. I just want to encourage somebody that is dealing with fear right now, that is dealing with fear. The Bible declares that God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and of a sound mind. And I want to encourage you that if you're dealing with fear, lay that thing down and remember what the word says. Stay on the word, stay on God's promises, because he is a man that he shall not lie. And I give glory and honor to God himself for what he spoke and what the vision that he created for our spiritual father to give to me directly and let me know I am non-deployable. And lastly, but certainly not least, I just want to remind you that healing is for real.